Hello students, welcome back to online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with the second part of the same chapter, that is chapter 9, simple and compound interest. Last time I have explained you what is simple interest. Today I am going to start with a new topic, that is what is compound interest. So let us see what is compound interest. Interest calculated on the principal and the accumulated interest of the previous period is called compound interest. Suppose you have taken some amount of money from a bank and you are unable to pay the interest on that principal. So what will happen? The amount that you have to pay as an interest is going to be added to your principal, and as the interest that is pending will be added to the principal, that principal will become the new principal for the new year. So that is called compound interest. Now the formula that we are going to use to find out compound interest is compound interest is equal to principal in the bracket 1 plus r upon 100 to the whole power t minus 1, where r is the rate, p is the principal, and t is the time for how many years the amount is being taken. Now there are three conditions for a compound interest when it is compounded either annually, half yearly, or quarterly. So let us see the formula that we are going to use when the compound interest is compounded annually. So the formula that we are going to use is amount is equal to principal 1 plus r upon 100 to the whole power n, where p is the principal, r is the rate, and n is the number of years. Suppose in a question you have to find out CI. So after calculating the amount, the formula that is given over here, after calculating the amount, what we are going to do, we are going to use another formula, that is CI is equal to A minus P. So as you know A, you know principal, very easily you can find out compound interest. I hope both the formulas are very much clear to everyone. Let us see another case when the compound interest is compounded half yearly. It means 6 months plus 6 months means half yearly means 6 months. So in a year the time duration is only 6 months, that is half yearly. So the formula that we are going to use is amount is equal to principal 1 plus r upon 2 into 100 to the whole power 2n, where p is the principal, r is the rate, and n is equal to number of years. And the last case is compounded quarterly, means 3 months. In a year, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. Half yearly means 6 months plus 6 months. So quarterly means 3 months. So the formula that we are going to use is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 4 into 100 to the whole power 4n, where P is the principal, R is the rate, and n is equal to number of years. Now let us see few examples to make your concept more clear. Over here I have taken an example that find CI on rupees 12,600 for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. So over here we are going to use a formula amount is equal to principal 1 plus r upon 100 to the whole power n. So if we are going to get amount, we know the principal, so directly we can find out CI. So amount is equal to principal is given to you as 12,600, 1 plus 10 upon 100 to the whole power 2. So 12,600 is equal into 100 plus 10 upon 100 to the whole power 2. It can be simplified, that is 110 upon 100. So 12,600 into 11 upon 10 to the whole power 2. So when we are going to simplify, we are going to get amount as 15,246. Now we know the formula that CI is equal to A minus P. So CI is equal to amount, you know, 15,246 minus principal is 12,600. So CI is equal to 2,646. 6. I hope this example as well as the formula to find out CI and amount is very much clear to everyone. Let us move to the last example of this chapter, that is find the CI on rupees 14,000 for 1.5 years at 12% per annum if the interest is compounded half yearly. As we all know, amount is equal to P 1 plus R upon 200 to the whole power 2n is the formula for half yearly. So principal is 14,000 into 1 plus 12 upon 200 to the whole power 2 into number of years is 2 ones are 2, 3 upon 2, 2 cancel. So it will be 14,000 multiplied by 1 plus 3 upon 50 to the whole power 3. So 3 upon 50 can be written as 0.06. So 14,000 into 1 plus 0.06 is equal to 1.06 to the whole power 3. So when we are going to simplify, we are going to get amount as 16,674.22. Now we have to calculate CI. So CI is equal to amount minus principal. Amount we know, principal we know. So CI is equal to 2,674.22. I hope all the example as well as formulas are very much clear to everyone. Now in the last case, that is quarterly, simply if the question of quarterly is going to come, you are going to write 4n upon P inside the bracket 1 plus R upon 400 to the whole power 4n, and we are going to use that formula and easily you are going to find out amount and after that CI. Now this chapter is over. Along with this chapter, I am going to send my lesson plan. Next time when we are going to meet, I am going to start with a new chapter. Till then, be safe and goodbye.